Things we head over the next 48 hours or so. We've got ourselves perhaps our worst front range windstorm in several years on tap for us in the Denver area. Foothills, we could be talking about 90 to 100 mile an hour wind gusts for us later on tonight. For context, that is equivalent to a Category 1 or 2 hurricane in terms of those wind gusts. Winds for us in the Denver area ramp up from 60 to 80 mile an hour peak gusts possible for us in Denver. The worst of this will be later tonight, but those winds are already starting to accelerate as we speak. High wind warning in place for basically all of eastern Colorado. That will run through tomorrow morning, and that's for some of those peak winds, as I mentioned, perhaps as strong as 100 miles an hour in the foothills. Now, speaking of the foothills, we have a red flag warning, a fire weather warning that is in place. This is somewhat conditional. If we get some rain and snow in some of these areas this morning, that would be great news for two key reasons. One, that would reduce our fire danger, and two, the kind of weather event that is leading to these strong winds would get disrupted a little bit if we got some rain and snow this morning. So kind of knock on wood. I'm going to knock on the green screen here and pray that we can get some of that rain and snow into the picture for this morning. If so, that would probably reduce the very high end of those winds, but it's still going to be whipping no matter what for tonight and into early tomorrow. Right now, starting to see those winds pick on up for us here across eastern Colorado, and those winds will accelerate as we head over the next couple of hours. Once we get to about kind of noon, 1, 2 o'clock or so, those winds will really, again, be very noticeable for us, especially in the foothills. And one thing to note as well, notice the timing and how long this lasts from about 3, 4 o'clock or so this evening, this afternoon, and through 9, 10 o'clock or so this evening. We're talking about continual 60, 70, 80, perhaps 90 to 100 mile an hour wind gusts for us along and west of I-25. And those winds do not relax until mid to late morning tomorrow. So it's going to be a long-lived about 18 to 24 hours of these really nasty winds. Seeing some of that snow for us here in the high country right now. Good news is along the I-70 corridor, it looks like the worst of the snow is over and done with. Still up by Rocky Mountain National Park, seeing some snow and a few raindrops for us in the Denver area. Again, knock on wood, we get some of that rain and snow as we head over the next couple of hours. That snow will be actually heavy at times for us across the far northeast plains. Logan, Sedgwick, Phillips counties, that's where you could see a few inches of accumulation from this storm. So for today, temperatures topping out in the upper 40s. Good luck feeling that with those winds whipping around. Again, wind is the story. Worst of it for tonight. Worst of the wind will probably be between about 5, 6 o'clock or so this evening until about 6, 7 a.m. or so tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, we'll finally relax those winds, and that 7-day forecast, lots of 50s and 60s. And I want to leave you with just a couple tips to keep in mind. If you do this, you'll be A-OK. Just stay inside as we head over through tonight. Anything with a high-profile vehicle, please don't have a high-profile vehicle this evening, and charge your phones in case you lose power.